Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Casper, and it's time to take a look at the news and features from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. Now less than a week out from the 2014 Beat the Streets event in New York City, it'll be Team USA versus the World All-Stars. It'll take place on the 7th of May in Times Square, and the rosters are just now being released. The 11-athlete U.S. team has been finalized, including a mixture of top stars, along with some of the most exciting young wrestlers our country has to offer. Last week, we announced that Olympic and two-time world champ Jordan Burroughs and world silver medalist Helen Maroulis would compete for Team USA and lead the way. And now we've got the other 9 Americans who will be on the card. Let's take a look at them. 5 of the champs from the U.S. Open have been named to the American squad. In addition to Burroughs and Maroulis, the other 3 Open champs will be in competition include two-time Open champ and 2008 Olympic bronze medalist Randy Miller in women's freestyle at 152 pounds, 2014 Open champ, two-time world team member and two-time NCAA champ Brent Metcalf at 143. 2014 Open champ Jimmy Kennedy at 134 pounds, one of the hottest competitors in the country and on the international circuit this past winter. Well, the U.S. team will also include some of the greatest college stars of this generation, including 3 Hodge Trophy winners who were selected as the nation's top college stars of the past. Of course, Jordan Burroughs won the Hodge. He was at Nebraska at the time. Metcalf won it while at Iowa. The other Hodge Award winners competing include two-time NCAA champ David Taylor of Penn State at 163 pounds. Count up the NCAA titles from the group in New York and you'll get an amazing total of 14. Burroughs, Metcalf, and Taylor each won 2 times in college. Other multiple NCAA champs include 3-time NCAA champ Logan Stieber of Ohio State, competing at 143. Stieber was a junior world silver medalist just last year. 3-time NCAA champ Ed Ruth of Penn State, wrestling at 189. 2-time NCAA champ Jordan Oliver of Oklahoma State, also at 143. Oliver was a junior world bronze medalist and a world team trials runner-up. The team will feature 2 of the most talented young athletes on the scene today. 20-year-old Nashawn Garrett, a 2-time All-American and 2014 NCAA finalist from Cornell. And also Kyle Snyder, an 18-year-old high school phenom and a junior world champion as well. Assistant National Freestyle Coach Brandon Slay talked about the U.S. team that will be competing at the Beat the Streets event.
There's very few other sports that have ever competed, outside in Times Square. So it's just creative, it's exciting, and I think the wrestling world gets pumped up about this event every single year.
Well, the pairings with the international stars are still being finalized, but as of today, we do know 3 of the scheduled bouts. At 163, we expect David Taylor to face 2-time world medalist Yabrail Hassanov of Azerbaijan, who was 5th at the Olympic Games and is a past European medalist. Both athletes won medals at last summer's World University Games. Hassanov a silver and Taylor a bronze. They have never wrestled each other before. This should be fun. At 143, it'll be Jordan Oliver who will face Bulgaria's Boris Novashkov. American wrestling fans will know Novashkov as an American NCAA runner-up and a 3-time All-American from Cal Poly, who was a high school star in California. He was born in Bulgaria, was Novashkov, but he took 2nd at the 2014 European Championships and has done well in major international events this year. The showdown at 189 will feature Ed Ruth taking on Spain's top wrestler there, Tamiraz Friev, who was 5th in the 2013 World Championships and the 2014 Grand Prix of Paris champion as well. A new pairing will be announced daily on themat.com. Be sure to check that out to stay on top of the event as it continues to grow. Well, the U.S. versus the World duel will require a ticket for reserved seating, as we've told you before, but it's an outdoor event, so pedestrians and non-ticket holders are encouraged to watch. Get your admission ticket in advance at btsny.org or call them at 212-245-6570. And remember, a ticket is required for the gala. Now, if you can't make it to New York, the event will also be broadcast on the tape-delayed basis on NBC Sports Network and online through Flow Wrestling. Our USA Wrestling News continues after this short timeout.
ASICS has been there. They've been the lifeblood of the sport. It's been a long time, and they've been at the top of the game every year, forever. And I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, maybe that's where I've gotten my inspiration. because you know, I always want to be in the top of my game in wrestling, and I think that's where ASICS is and wants to be as well.
Hi, I'm Wayne Boyd, Director of Operations and Development for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club. The club was founded to help wrestling worldwide, especially at our senior level, of course at the collegiate level, and the high school level. But the most important level for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club is the kids level. And these are some of the guys today that will be tomorrow's Olympic champions. Let's hear it, guys.
Titan Mercury!
That's Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, San Marino, California.
Well, it was a week ago, Las Vegas, Nevada, and the ASICS Open Wrestling Championships that were held at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Last week, we covered the action from the senior level. This week, let's take a look at the highlights from the Fila Junior Nationals, the Veteran Nationals, the Western Regionals. We start with the Fila Junior Greco Division. The big match from that event came at heavyweight, where defending champ Adam Kuhn took on 2013 Junior World Greco-Roman bronze medalist Sam Stoll. These big men have a history together for sure. Stoll beat Kuhn in the Fila Junior Trials finals, but a few weeks later at the Junior Nationals in Fargo, it was Kuhn who won the match. This time it was all Michigan Wolverine, Adam Kuhn. He countered a throw attempt by Stoll and scored a pin at 1:31.
Well, he did a great job digging in, getting into this lock, and he threw it, and I circled out just in time type thing, and ended up catching him on his back and held him there for the fall.
Returning Fila Junior Greco-Roman champ and now Old Dominion wrestler Kevin Beasley was looking to repeat as champ at 211. Well, he took on high school star Roy Nash in the finals. Nash was a Fila Cadet World Team member just last year, but it was Beasley who secured the finals pin in 1:12.
My goal was just to dominate today. The biggest thing last year is I was winning 1 2-point matches, keeping it close, and the goal today was to send a message that I'm the best guy in this weight class and that people are going to have to come after me to win.
The outstanding wrestler of the tournament went to Barrett Stanghill, who won his 163-pound finals match by tech fall. The score 8-0 over Anthony Valencia of Team Tribal Wrestling. Stanghill competes at the USOEC program in northern Michigan.
Just sticking to my basics, 2-on-1s, and you know, just staying on them the whole time, and everyone was tough, and it was a good tournament.
3 star athletes in the finals went on to register tech falls. At 121, USOEC standout Arthur Carmona took out Trey Andrews by tech fall 12-1.
Putting pressure in so you can push back and I can throw him. Yeah, my coach Agus and Coach Rob teach me that a lot.
Another USOEC star, Alejandro Sancho, was the 145-pound champ when he scored a tech fall over Brent Stolarczyk 11-0 the final.
Looking for World Trials right now, Junior World Trials. I'm going to make that, I'm going to win that, and after that, Worlds, win that too.
High school sensation Mason Manville of Blair Academy dominated at 154. He scored an 8-0 tech fall over Nick Tarpley in the finals.
Started opening up and doing a couple of mistakes here and there, so I capitalized on the one that I saw, got around, and then once I get my trap on, people are usually done.
Other individual Fila Junior Nationals champs include Josiah Seaton at 110, Joshua Rodriguez at 132, Colt Schilling at 138, Austin Dewey at 174 pounds, and Richard Carlson at 184. 4 of the champs are stars on the college level: Rodriguez at North Dakota State, Schilling at Cal Poly, Dewey at Boise State, and Carlson at Wisconsin La Crosse. Well, the Fila Junior Freestyle field was just as loaded, coming out of both the collegiate and high school ranks. Fans were on the edge of their seats for the finals at 145. That's where the 2013 Cadet World Champion and high school standout Aaron Pico took on 2012 Cadet World Champ and Penn State All-American Zane Rutherford. Pico took an early lead with a slick takedown and added another first-period score. He kept up the pressure and emerged with a 7-0 win over the talented Rutherford, taking home the Outstanding Wrestler Award as well.
I was really aware of what Zane was capable of doing. Got with my coach, we got a game plan and executed it well.
Another top star in the field, 2013 Junior World Champ Kyle Snyder, a high school star who trains full-time at the OTC. Snyder came in looking to defend his 211-pound title and drew Fila Junior Greco-Roman champion Kevin Beasley. Well, the match was all Snyder. He had an impressive 10-0 tech fall.
I felt good today. Yesterday I felt a little sluggish, but today I felt real crisp, and my goal was to tech fall everybody, so that's what I did, and I feel pretty good about it.
Well, the only double champion of the Fila Junior Nationals this year was heavyweight star Adam Kuhn. He just capped off his freshman year at Michigan. Kuhn is also a former cadet world champ. He scored an 11-0 tech fall over Olympic Training Center resident Garrett Ryan in the finals.
Coming out national champ, you can't say you wrestled bad, but you know, I really want to step up my game here and want to keep going, get back in the practice room, and just train even harder.
We go to 121 pounds. The final there featured three-time junior world champ and Ohio State freshman Nathan Tomasello. He squared off with cadet world team member Stephen Misek in the finals. The momentum swung back and forth for a time, but Tomasello had an effective low single-leg takedown and secured a 10-5 win.
That's what it took this match, is just had multiple setups, wearing them down, and finally get into my offense.
163 pounds. The final there was exciting from beginning to end. It was Anthony Valencia who took a criteria decision over Isaiah Martinez, 10-10. Valencia led most of the match, but a furious Martinez comeback knotted the score after a 4-point throw with 16 seconds left on the clock. But tie-breaking procedures went to Valencia.
I've been working really hard for this, and this was the main goal since last year. I came in not placing, and I wanted to come here and win it. That was the main goal.
NCAA qualifier for Illinois, Zane Richards went right to work at 132, scoring early and opening his offense for a 10-0 win over high school star Matthew Klodzik.
You can't wrestle to win, can't be complacent, got to be attacking the whole time, you know, wanting to put up points and tech guys out.
Prep star Joseph McKenna earned a dominant 10-0 tech fall at 138 over Iowa native Christopher Carton.
I go into every tournament thinking the same thing, create that motion, get to my offense. That's how I'm going to score points. That's how I'm going to get off the mat the quickest.
Other individual champs included Kirk Johansson at 110, Logan Massa at 154 pounds, Peter Renda at 174, and Ricky Robertson at 185 pounds. Now, Johansson from Illinois and Massa from Michigan are high school stars, while Renda from NC State and Robertson from the Wisconsin Badgers are both standouts on the collegiate scene. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Each season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
One of the other national events of import on the schedule out there in Vegas was the Veterans Nationals. Adult wrestlers 25 and older. It's a dedicated group of vets in a variety of age divisions who attend these nationals and test themselves against others in their age group. We start with Greco-Roman, a tournament which proved to be very competitive. In fact, a number of last year's stars were defeated in Greco-Roman. Let's go to the 152-pound weight class, Division D, a weight which featured a past Veterans World Greco champion, Ronald Hughes, and a Veterans World Freestyle champion, Jamie Kasser. However, the winner was Hedgie Nelson of Washington, who scored a tech fall over Hughes in the first round. In the finals, Nelson led most of the match against Kasser, but a late takedown by Kasser tied the bout at 2-2. The tiebreaker went to Nelson, the new national Greco champ.
I'm in good shape. I work out a lot. I haven't wrestled. You know, I just played my Russian, got my Russian tie and worked that and tried to stay in good position and managed to come out on top.
One of the returning double champions from last year was Bruce Moe. He had a strong day, winning the Division E title at 152 when he captured a 4-athlete round robin.
I love it. I mean, it's just, and everybody asks, what do you do? What do you got to prove out there? And you know, it's competition. That's what it is. That's the only reason we're here. We still love to compete.
One of the champions in Division B, Jeff Zastro of the U.S. Air Force, well, he won a 3-athlete round robin at 213 pounds. He used the event as tune-up for the Senior Greco-Roman Open that he's also entered.
The experience was great. I think we do a really great tournament for our veterans. The reason I got into the veterans is because my training hasn't been as great as I want it to be, so I wanted to get some rust off before the Open.
Minnesota's Chad Shilson looked strong on the way to the Greco title in Division C. The wily veteran later added a freestyle title to his collection.
My goal was to not make the first mistake. Last year, I broke my arm in my first Greco match, 10 seconds into the match because I got my arm caught. So my #1 goal for veterans, folk style, and Greco so far, don't make the first mistake.
Well, the competition was equally challenging in freestyle. Athletes there seeking to win doubles this year, but taking home golds in both styles. When it was over, there were 11 double champs at the tournament. Wow, 11. One of those double champs came at 152 in Division A. Who are they? Daniel Jacobs won both styles. Jacobs got down by 8 in points in his freestyle finals, but came back with a stunning pin for the win. He was competing in celebration of his high school coach, Mark Black, who has won numerous veterans titles and was in his corner for his victories.
I haven't actually done much freestyle in my life, so it was pretty exciting. Luckily, I had my high school coach in the corner, and he actually coached me through it.
Another double champ was Division C heavyweight Mark Trice, who won both styles in Division C at 286. Trice was dominant in both finals.
Didn't let him get into his underhooks, kind of took him out of his offense, and you know, just staying low and getting after him is what really was the key. I knew because he was so much taller than me, that's what I had to do.
Kurt Beinlich performed well in Division E at 152 pounds. He picked up a victory, and then he beat multiple world champs Sherrod Ahmadi of Connecticut in the second round 4-3.
After wrestling him, I know his position's unbelievable. For him to wrestle that tough up at 152 is a credit to him.
One of the most competitive weight classes was at Division E at 187. That's where Kevin Hengel of California defeated past world medalist Chris Brown of Maryland in the finals by tech fall. Hengel was the champion at this division in freestyle just last year.
If I give it my best, you know, some days when you wrestle, a guy's better than you. I mean, I wrestled Dave Schultz 4 times, never beat him. He was just better.
Now, in one of the closest finals, Aaron Meister, a coach at Wayland Baptist University in Texas, edged out Joseph Bianco in the finals at 187 in Division B. The score, 7-6.
That's one thing I like about wrestling. It's a constant challenge. You can't relax. And there's always somebody out there willing to train harder than you if you're not willing to do it yourself, and you're only going to get out of it what you put into it.
Stay tuned. We'll be back. You're watching USA Wrestling Weekly.
There comes a point in your life that determines who you are, whether you will lead or follow, whether you will fight or give in, whether you will win or lose, and what you will count as your victory.
The action continues in Las Vegas. It was a big day. The Western Junior Regionals, featuring some high school stars from across the country. The event has 3 styles: men's freestyle, women's freestyle, and Greco. It's a great preview of upcoming Junior Nationals in Fargo in July. So let's take a look. Let's start with Greco-Roman. Winning the Outstanding Wrestler Award there, Peter Nagy of Florida at 170. He scored a disqualification after Robbie Schultz had 3 cautions. Nagy is a native of Hungary who lives and trains in Florida.
I'm feeling good. I think I wrestled pretty good. No one could score on me, so I think that's good.
In an all-Washington finals at 106, Chase Wickman defeated Zach Hansen 7-1 at 106.
It's a fun tournament for sure, and I don't really like Greco, but I enjoy this tournament because it's down in Vegas and it's nice little venue.
Chandler Strand of Utah scored an impressive 10-0 tech fall over returning Western Junior runner-up Andrew Ibarra of California. The weight was 120.
I love Greco. I've been good at it ever since I started, so just kind of grew with it.
The women's freestyle division drew some of the top talent from Western United States and some talented wrestlers from across the country. The largest and perhaps toughest weight was 130. Ariana Villascusa moved up a weight to take on this challenge. She marched through the bracket, getting a tech fall over Ismaena Valles of California, 10-0, to score in the finals.
And I felt like I really wrestled really well. And, you know, I still need things to work on, but I felt like I had my shots down, and I was just getting after it all day.
Winning the Western Junior Women's Regional for the 2nd straight year was Sarah Jones of California. She scored 2 pins to win the title at 105.
I'll be competing at the Pan Am Championships in Brazil, and I'm going up a weight class 108, so I wanted to get the feel for the bigger girls, so I decided to.
All in all, it was a good day for the California girls, who scored 9 individual titles. We talked with 2 of the California champs. At 159, Nahila McGee of California won best of 3 for the title.
It's my 2nd year, actually. Last year, I could have done a little bit better. This year feels a little bit better. It shows me where I need to be to start getting ready for body bar and nationals.
At 172, it was California's Kendall Rosing who won her best of 3 series for the gold.
I'm like working my way up the chain from high school wrestling to freestyle, so it feels really good to get in there and like to get some leg laces, to get some gut wrenches, to actually like be working freestyle moves, not just folk style.
Cadet world medalists and twins Marina and Regina Doi of California usually choose not to wrestle each other in the finals of events. This time, they went out and competed for the 97-pound title. In a close bout, Marina Doi came out on top due to an injury default. The freestyle finals also had a ton of drama. Winning a double title there, the Western Juniors, was Chase Wickman of Washington, who pinned Connor Brown of Missouri 106 at 2 minutes 13 seconds.
Right off the bat, I was down, and I think I was losing like 8-2 or something like that. Not one of my greatest starts, but I guess the finish counted in the end when I got the pin.
Another dominant showing came at 182 as double champ Seth McLeod of Idaho won by tech fall over Justin Harbison of Montana.
I feel like I always go to big tournaments and kind of end up just a little short of the top. Can't quite pull out those wins, but it feels good now.
In the 138-pound weight class, Matthew Findlay of Utah made short work of his opponent, Brett Kasprick of Arizona. It was a tech fall there, 10-0 in the finals.
I've been training really hard for freestyle. Greco was kind of a nice surprise. And just took 30 last year and really wanted to showcase myself better.
Winning with a fall at the 132-pound mark was Dylan Schulte of Montana. He pinned Jason Chavez a minute 3.
I knew I couldn't go on bottom because he's got a solid gut, so I knew I had to get my offense on my feet going and just wait for him to make a mistake, and he made a mistake and I caught him.
It's time for our USA Wrestling Photo of the Week contest. The pictures are sent in from across the country and are being considered for our photo contest pages in USA Wrestler Magazine and our USA Wrestling Facebook page. This week's picture comes from Fila photographer and journalist T.R. Foley, who covered the Asian Wrestling Championships in Kazakhstan. Foley took this great photo of Huzarov of Tajikistan tossing Ruslan Tazarov of Kyrgyzstan at the 145-pound Greco-Roman finals. Hey, by the way, you can have your photographs considered for our contest simply by emailing them to Gary Abbott at gabbott@usawrestling.org. Folks, that'll do it for this week's show. We're running late to the break. We appreciate you watching. For all of us here at the studios of Takedown Wrestling, I'm Scott Casper, encouraging you to tune in next week as our news continues. It's USA Wrestling Week. Good night, everybody.